Hey, today I'm going to show you a specific setup of two independent networks plus ZimaBoard, and on the ZimaBoard, Kasm plus Tailscale. We'll find out if it is possible to have a fully functioning redundant home laboratory which you can access from anywhere in the world depending where you are and without having additional software installed. Of course, you can install Tailscale on your Apple devices, on Android devices, or Windows or Mac, Linux devices, but sometimes you need just to have access without any additional software. Let's find out together, as not all of us have a dedicated IP, but we still want to have a fully functioning lab without compromising the all network or ordering some IP addresses, extra costs, etc. This method works with any network. You don't need to have two networks, as in my case, I have optical network at home and 5G at the same time, and I would like to use them both so that I have a redundant network on my Zima board, so that in case the optical network fails, which haven't happened for several years, but anyhow you need to keep in mind redundancy. I have the 5G and I hope that it can continue provide the network services for my custom installation if I'm on the road or somewhere and I need to access it from remotely. I use this method when I'm outside from my home, when I'm on the road and I need quickly to check something, for example some link or access my Discord or something else. Then I use my iPad on the road, open, connect to my home laboratory, do the testing that I need and disconnect from it. It's a great win-win situation and easy to manage, and in the future videos I will show you what is Tailscale if you don't know it, but in this video we will focus on setting up ZimaBoard with the redundant network proper way, then we will install Kasm, and then we will install Tailscale, do all the configuration so that remote access is available. This video isn't supported by anybody, and also in the future video I will create in shorts how you can protect your Kasm with 2FA authentication, which I am also using as double, triple or fourth security measures. Doesn't hurt you, it only protects you, and better to have it than to be sorry when someone hacks you. So everything is needed. And before we go into this video, I want to warn you, all the IP addresses in this video, Tailscale account and custom installation is made specific for this video. After this video has gone live, or you already see it in the YouTube, the whole installation, IP addresses, Tailscale account is already deleted, removed. None of it is already existing because I have removed everything. So this all connectivities, IP addresses, accounts, etc. is only created for this video purposes, and it's all already removed once you see this video live, including the custom logins, and all the things that are blurred out are sensitive information, so some things are blurred out in this video. So let's get cooking, let's set it up, install it, and see how it works. All the commands that I'm using will be the link down in the description to my Medium page, so you can grab them in easy way. So the first thing we need to actually have is a Zima board with already installed Ubuntu. If you don't have Zima board with already installed Ubuntu, the user guide on how to do it you can find up here, as I already have installed it, because the Zima board comes by default installed with CasOS, which is also a great OS if you are just starting using ZimaBoard and you don't have any technical knowledge on how to manage or install something, but I have created the video specifically for you if you want to install the Ubuntu. Next thing what we need to have once we have the Ubuntu, in my case I'm going to set up now the double networks. If you don't have double networks, you can skip to the next chapter, because in this chapter we will configure it so that the optical network is my primary network and my 5G is like secondary network. In my networks, each network has different IP range, as each network provider has its own router. Primary network is optical, backup is 5G. If the primary network optical fails, 5G momentarily kicks in until the primary network again starts to work. Then 5G like moves all the traffic smoothly back to the primary network. Therefore, I don't have any like disconnected sessions or something like that. But firstly, let's log into our network. Let's log into our Zima board. As you can see, I have the new installation of Ubuntu, so I need to log in, approve my fingerprints, etc. So let's become the root user. And firstly, let's check our networks. As you can see, I have two network devices. These are the already on board on Zima board, which comes with it. And I have two different IP networks, which are, this is a 5G, and this is my home optical WLAN network. Second, we need to install some software so that we can do our needed configuration. The software installation is pretty fast, so I think this chapter will be fastly done. And once the software is installed, we need to set the metrics. The highest metric is the primary and the lowest is the secondary. So in my case, using the, let me show you the network card names, if you knew, I'm assigning to the optical 200 and to the my 5G, I'm lowering it to 100. Those are the metrics in case, so that they don't get confused and don't start routing the traffic between the networks wrongly. If we check IP route, we can see that my optical now is 100 and my 5G is 200. The primary is the one that's highest. And now once we have it done, we need to make it a bit smoother, so we are going to do some changes inside the configuration file, changing this line to D2 and press Ctrl X, J and Ctrl M so that it's saved. And once it's saved, we can now restart it. We can restart it so that it applies the new configuration and everything is ready with the network side configured. I previously have done this same on my ZimaBlade, where I have my NAS. It also has two networks. And in the evenings, nighttime, the NAS automatically syncs with the Samba server that's hosted in data center. So in case of something, let's say my optical line fails, the whole synchronization is momentarily dropped over to 5G and it continues to sync the media files that I have. But now we will install, after the above we have done, we are now moving to the installing Kasm. The Kasm installation approximately takes around 10 minutes, depending also on the load on their side and also the load on the network side of our. I have created a one-line command for the installation. Of course, all these commands you can get in the Medium page. And while Kasm is installing, and they have provided us with this great opportunity that we don't need to pay attention to the installer and installation, we just need to approve the license, we can grab some drink, some beverage, and just relax and chill while it's installing. Approximately 10 minutes. I will fast forward this installation so that the video isn't stretched long or something. Once the installation will be complete, I will get back to you. So the custom installation has been finished. It's pretty awesome that they have done it in such an easy way that we don't need to spend time answering questions, choosing option A, option B, option C, etc. This is a really great step for Kasm, and that's why I'm using Kasm, because they make my life easier, more secure, and more flexible. With Kasm, you can do a lot of tests, penetration testings and stuff like that if you use it wisely, properly, and also if, for example, you have an office and you want to have a secure connection to your servers or your employees work remotely, then Kasm is one of the ways how you can also protect your critical infrastructure and not spend a lot of expenses, not increase your expense rate, because some other solutions like Citrix is more expensive than Kasm. The same you can do, of course, with Fortinet, but Kasm is much easier and easier to manage and doesn't require much resources, and they patch it. And in the Kasm project, as far as I know, some great people from cybersecurity world are working and helping it be developed and to become the top of the project. Therefore, some already governments are using it to be secure and to use it securely. But aside from that, let's copy our Kasm credentials. This is blurred out. Keep them in a safe location, as you will need them to log in to your Kasm. And now we can grab and install our Tailscale. But one thing, I will not show you the registration in Tailscale, as it is straightforward, easy registration. So we will jump to this command to install the Tailscale on our Zima board. Once the installation will be finished, we will jump over to browser. I will log in with the Google account that I have and use it. So I'm just showing you the installation process, which is also pretty great process, easy. The whole experience when I was setting up this combo was actually really fun and easy experience. I thought that it will be much harder, but actually I liked it a lot. Let's start our Tailscale, and it will ask us, provide us link. This link partially is blurred out, but we go into the link that Tailscale has provided us. I will sign in with Google. Of course, this all is blurred out. Continue. And do I want to connect this device? Of course, I want to connect it. We can look at the details. This is the key, what Tailscale has generated. And our device is now connected. So let's jump back to our terminal. As we can see, it is now a success. So once it's successful, for Tailscale to work with the Kasm, we need to do some changes for the Kasm. Currently, the Kasm version is 1.17, as you can see, but always check if, for example, in the future you are doing these steps. I think that many things will not be changed in the future, as only the Kasm version, and we need to change the Kasm port from 443 to 8443. Why we need to change the port? Because Tailscale also uses 443, and therefore the port conflict can get in the way, and that will start us like issues. So let's change that. Let's do the restart of Kasm. After the Kasm will start, we will disable our firewall, local Linux firewall. But if you want to play with ports, configurations, etc., then please, you can do it. For this video, I am disabling it. It's not the 100% wisest choice, but 80% it could be wisest, as Tailscale also has the firewall. Therefore, I don't think that we need this firewall, as we only will open 2 ports to connect from the outside. Of course, yes, if someone hacks your Kasm, then you are boned, because Kasm is in your home network, and then from there your other devices might be exposed. But that's why in the shorts you can find how to set up 2FA authentication for your Kasm to make it even more secure. So Kasm is like restarted. Now I will UEFI disable. Let me do like so. Misspelled it. The command in the medium will be the correct one. So it's now disabled. And I think it stopped as well. Yep. Now we need to grab a valid SSL certificate for Tailscale, but to do that we need to go to the browser again and get our server name which Tailscale has assigned to us. This is what I was talking about, that they will ask some questions. Personal use, Linux we already have installed. As you can see, this is the Kasm that we installed. But if you haven't installed the Tailscale agent on any device, it's empty and you can get for what devices you want. But I will skip this one. And now we need to grab our server name. So here is the server domain name. Let's copy it, but while we are inside here, we can also go to the DNS, scroll down, enable HTTPS, so that it generates the certificates also. Now once we have the server name, we can jump back to our terminal. And inside our terminal, we will execute the following command. This command will generate a certificate from Tailscale so that valid SSL connection can be established between Tailscale and the server. So basically you connect to Tailscale server, which forwards you to your home network using the tunnel, and the whole communication between Tailscale in your home and the user connecting to Tailscale is fully encrypted. So the tunnel is fully encrypted. Now we will execute this command. It will again asks us to go to the Tailscale to confirm that we want to enable it. Oh no, we didn't. And let's execute also these commands. Now it asks us because of the 443 port, we need to confirm that we want this connection. Let's go to our browser, execute the link, and let's enable funnel. Once we have confirmed in the browser, we can now go to HTTPS, enter our server name, and voila, we have our Kasm accessible. So basically, Kasm, which is right now in my apartment, running on ZimaBoard, is accessible from the outside network. So let's log in to see if everything works, because, well, maybe this can be faulty, but I know it's not faulty. And already Kasm has the SSL valid certificate, everything's encrypted. As you can see, the Kasm is working using Tailscale abilities to connect to our home network, to our hosted device in home. With this method, you can actually host anything in your home. You can even use the ZimaBlade old laptop, anything, install Ubuntu, install Tailscale, do the same configuration, and you can run like web servers, Apache with PHP, Nginx, whatever your heart wants you to run in your apartment. And of course, in my Medium page, there will also be the command if you want to disconnect your Tailscale, break it off, like close all these ports what we just opened. The commands will be in my Medium. Also in Tailscale, if you want to stop the sharing, just go into DNS, disable Magic DNS and disable HTTPS. These are the kill switches that I have mentioned. And with the commands that are in the Medium page, you can also block the ports so that they are not open, and open it when you need them. The whole world is now open to your home network, and it doesn't actually matter how often your network provider will regenerate your IP address, DHCP address, dynamic. It doesn't matter, because Tailscale will always work as their agent is on your device, and the tunnel is connected by the agent, not by the IP addresses. Therefore, you have the flexibility to use your devices. And as I mentioned, install the Tailscale on your phone or iPad, Android, any device, and you can make even internal secure networks, communications. Even if you order some VPS, you can install Tailscale and allow only to use the Tailscale connectivity so that you can access your VPS, let's say from your iPad, and none of from the side can access your VPS. Use it for your own good, don't abuse it. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.